all the time here every week, and this roundtable on my right, but always political left, Ogie Overman. David Daggett, we held over from the last previous segment, is with us from Daggett. Shuler, Keith Granberry, founder of Helping Hands Consultants. Guys, until now, cell phone use at schools in Forsyth County has been left up to the individual principals of those schools. But the new policy requires elementary and middle school students to just keep the phones, quote, out of sight, unquote. And with high school students, they can use their phones during lunch. Guys, are you okay with this new policy, or does it not go far enough? I mean, should all the phones just be confiscated? Ogie.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction, but I really think, Jim, that kids need to learn how to be without their phone for 6 hours.
David.
It's a step in the right direction. I think it's going to take some time to sort out what the exact policy should be and how this is going to work. The biggest blowback you're going to get is from parents who want to check in with kids all day long.
What do you think, Keith?
Parents shouldn't be checking in with kids all day long. Parents should be checking in with the principal, and if something happens, the principal will get in contact with the parent. They should not have phones.
I agree. Some universities are still withholding diplomas from students who were arrested while protesting against Israel's war with Hamas. In general, guys, are you okay with withholding diplomas from students who have been arrested on campus? Not just protesting, but arrested. Ogie.
I don't necessarily agree with the protesters, but still, that's two separate things. They're already starting to get radicalized, and if they get their diplomas withheld, that's just going to make them more against the system or the government or America or whatever.
David.
Yeah, I think the public has conjoined the two issues, the protesting and the arrest for violating the law. In my opinion, those are two very, very different things. We need to separate that. Getting arrested for a crime is different than just protesting. And if it's based on a crime, I'm okay with it.
Mr. Granberry.
I think that if you're a student, you should be able to protest. That's what you go to school for. You shouldn't be getting arrested for protesting, and you shouldn't get your degree withheld for protesting. That should be something that should be encouraged, as long as you're not doing any criminal acts.
All right. A woman and her 4-year-old daughter were dining at a New York Burger King when the girl discovered her food was covered in blood from a cut on a BK worker's finger. Burger King only offered a refund. He said, we'll just give you a refund. But the girl was traumatized. She now has to undergo regular tests for HIV and hepatitis. Guys, does the family in a situation like this deserve financial compensation? And if so, how much? Ogie.
BK going to be paying. Daggett and Shuler would love to get a hold of this one. That's got to be big money.
In general, maybe not just this case, in general, I mean, should they get some money?
Absolutely. It's negligent infliction of emotional distress. And it's a real thing to this young lady in this situation.
She's only, 7 years old? Keith, what do you think?
I couldn't have said it better than him.
Yeah.
He said it the best way.
You say a lot of things.
I couldn't have said that better. I mean, absolutely.
1 year.
That's the first time you've ever complimented me.
I know it, man. I'm sick.
Yeah.
I'm sick today.
You heard that.
Look
we have
at
a
me.
record
I'm
of
sick.
it. He's sick. I've said that for the last 10 years. 1 year ago, the city of Denver gave 800 homeless people $12,000 with no strings attached. Now, 1 year later, they're checking back, and over half of those people have used the money to secure affordable housing. Would you like to see Triad area cities offer this same program, Ogie?
On the surface, I think I do, Jim. I think they need not supervision, but some people, a group of people helping them along to navigate their way back into society and, normal living. Some of them are going to just go out and blow it, but I'm glad to hear that over half.
Yeah, over half of them do, David.
Yeah, I think if there's a structure to it that moves these people through, I think it's a great thing. What most people don't realize is homeless people cost us a whole lot more than that $12,000.
Right.
So if that works, that's a positive.
Give them $12,000 each, Keith?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity. Now, a lot of people, you're dealing with mental illness. So I think we have to attack the problem. The problem is mental illness. And if you can attack that, then giving them a hand up is positive.
According to a recent report, an increasing number of celebrities and people who are wealthy are paying for regular MRI scans to facilitate early detection of any possible medical problems, just like a checkup. Should insurance companies and Medicare cover the cost of a periodic MRI scan for all people? Okay.
Absolutely, Jim. I'm still paying for scans, MRI, CT, PET scans. I'll be paying for that for a long time, absolutely.
Should we have it?
I think it should be based on medical opinions. I actually looked into getting one of these celebrity scans just to see what's there. Asked a doctor friend, and he said with no symptoms, you're going to find so many benign things. Will be chasing red herrings.
Right.
It'll drive you crazy.
Should
So you
we-
have to base it on symptoms.
All right, should we all be covered for an MRI?
I think we should be covered for MRI.
Yeah, I think so. All right, I was going to ask about the election. So much has happened since we had our last roundtable, but things have changed. So very quickly, in a couple seconds, does Kamala Harris have a chance of winning North Carolina?
A good chance, good chance.
David?
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Yes.
Keith?
Yes, based on the governor race, absolutely.
Okay. Finally, a recent study by the Gottman Institute says that if you kiss your significant other for 6 seconds each day, you'll have a better marriage and relationship. Guys, do you take time to kiss someone for 6 seconds every day, Ogie?
I do. It might not be a continuous 6-second kiss, but I kiss her at least 6 times
So
a
it's
day.
broken up
Easy.
during the day, but at least 6 seconds. David, you
So
kiss?
I read a piece a long time ago that it was 7 seconds. So I make sure to give a 7-second kiss, not just
At one time.
at one time. And boy, do I enjoy it.
Yeah, Keith, do you kiss anybody for 6 seconds every day?
You said, do I kiss anybody? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, man? What are you insinuating? Huh?
You can kiss off. All right, that's all the time we have.